Yo, yo, yo. What's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. NFP Fridays. Here we go. Here we go. So the plan hasn't really changed. I have entered a couple swing longs just on the higher term time frame. Entered into ETH, ENA, and Ondo, just in case we just do pump straight through for NFP. But the strategy doesn't change, guys. We all know the strategy. We can go into the strategy during the NFP. But yeah, I was keen to have some longs open just in case we do get a little push to the upside after the data release. But yeah, the plan doesn't really change. This is my buy zone for Bitcoin. Still looking for this box to be tagged. It came pretty close towards the end of yesterday into my buy box. But yeah, it got bought up quite nicely over there. We've basically filled the whole fair value gap. If you guys don't know what a fair value gap is, if you got a nice big pump, you can take the bottom of that wick and the top of the previous wick. And this is your fair value gap. And you can see that price came straight through it. And we did fill the whole gap. But I do think, if we do get a leg down for NFP, then I think this is where I think we're going to get a reaction. I think if we just waterfall down and start to consolidate here, a lot of fear in the markets, then I think we could come up here. And then off we go. That would line up quite nicely with this breakout over here. And this is ultimately the downsloping or descending resistance that I want to see a break out of. So that's kind of for Bitcoin. So there's two options I'm looking at now. Obviously, a little double bottom over here or something like that. We get long with our stops. We've got tight stops. Otherwise, I do want to see a break of this downsloping trend line and potentially this high over here, 99K. Get a break above there, come down, then off we go. Yeah, but let's go look at the data over there. So here we go, NFP, bang, forecast, 169K. I don't normally look at the data, but yeah, I look at the reaction rather than the data. So I have entered an Ethereum long position, and we're kind of at the point right now, entered in this 273.50 area over here. So we're kind of there right now. I am seeing a little bit of a bounce for Ethereum, especially if we can break this downsloping resistance. I think it might happen quite fast. So we can get a play like this. I think this is your perfect entry over here, something like that for Ethereum. But we do need to break this huge resistance over here. I know we are longing into resistance, but I think we could see a good reaction. If not, then it's A-okay, and I think we could come down to this box over here, which will be the same for Bitcoin. And my ultimate buy zone for Ethereum is that 2,500, 2,500. And where does that come from? Well, that comes from the 50% of the wick, just like that, guys. So that is my buy zone. If we do get a bad reaction at NFP and it does dump, then I'm looking for this 2,500, 2,480 region to get filled before moving onwards and upwards. But yeah, there's a lot of fear in the market, so I am looking for a bit of a push up. But ultimately, if you want to play it safe, then you're going to have to sit on your hands for a bit, and I think you're going to have to wait it out until we break this downsloping resistance. But it's kind of do or die for Ethereum right now, and it makes sense that it's it does the do rather than the die at this point in the cycle, and with the average Ethereum returns and all the fear in the market. I'm seeing a push to the upside, guys. But what Ethereum really needs to avoid is the death cross, guys. The 200 crossing, the 50 crossing below the 20, it normally establishes quite a nice position above there. But we could be seeing something like this for Ethereum, comes underneath, and we could just sit there and consolidate here. But I am seeing either we're going to pump through today or we are going to consolidate sideways for a while. But we're going to have to wait and see, guys. We're going to have to wait and see. But for now, I'm still in this trade. The trade's basically at break even. We can go into it on the, we can go have a look on, let me just refresh this quickly. You can have a look on CoinW, the actual position. I'm in 3 positions. ENA, we are in. Ondo, we are in, and ETH, we are in. So we have to wait and see how the NFP reaction is. I'm just going to change this to the 30-minute candles. And there we go. So we are getting, so my idea was, we did break through this resistance over here. Got long after seeing, I think we pushed through and retested there on the low term time frame. So I opened that long. And this looks like a perfect retest. I think we could come down in here, And I think the volatility coming in the next 5-10 minutes, we could see a retest of this. So if you aren't in this trade, this is basically the setup. You would go long right over here at this level over here, perfect retest, and your stops would just be below. I put my stops below Tuesday's low. I think that is quite a significant low, and I wouldn't like to take that low out. So my stops would be over here, and I would be targeting much higher levels, of course. Of course, we are targeting much higher levels. But zooming in on the 30-minute time frame, there is this obvious downsloping resistance over here. And I wouldn't want to lose this zone over here. If we just draw a box over here, yeah, this is the zone that I wouldn't want to lose. I think if we do lose the zone, then I think we could come and test this 2,500 level over here. So it is kind of it's a bit of a scalp trade. So I think if we do lose this level, I think 2,500 is next, and we could get a long in here. But I think it is worth having a little long position from here. And our target would be that 3,100 region. This is basically the trade setup over here, but it's on the daily time frame. This is just a massive level for Ethereum, 3,100. We've got the EMAs that are meeting in over here. And I think these EMAs, it does normally act as a magnet if they do cross. So I think we could test the EMAs from the bottom side. And if we break through, I'm not too sure if we will break through. We'll have to wait and see. But I think this is quite an obvious level for a retest. You can see it was big support for a while. We obviously lost the level. We also lost this level, which is a bit of a concern. I think we could see a retest of this and some consolidation in this region over here. But I think this is a bargain zone for Ethereum. So if you are looking for some spot trades, I think Ethereum is a great trade right now, but I wouldn't go all in now because there is a good chance we could come down to that 2,500. So that's basically the analysis for Ethereum. That is the long position that I am in. A few minutes for NFP now. Solana as well, looking pretty interesting as well. So there is this important level over here. You can see this 1,000, the 180 to 190. That's this red box over here. This is a massive level. It was resistance, and then resistance again. Then we broke out. Here we go. That's a breakout over there. Then we came down, support. So I think the support could hold. We don't like to see multiple touches of this, but it's kind of coiling up for a massive move. It's either going to lose this level and dump down to the next level of support, which would be this horizontal over here. Let's just drag this across here. This would be the next level. Bang. So if we do lose this level, we just didn't play this level to level, but there's no point being bearish at support. If we do lose this level with Solana, come down there over the course of the day, then this is a good trade setup like that. But I'm still in all my spot Solana, and yeah, I think we could get a break to the upside here. So it's forming a wedge between this support and this down sloping or descending resistance over here. And this is a massive breakout level. We'll have to see what happens today. Will we get a breakout or not? We are holding the 200-day EMA quite nicely over here, so not too concerned. But if we do break down, there will be a chance to get out of your position, but it could be a deviation. But only time will tell, and we'll have to assess it later on. XRP in this very similar position as well. I was actually waiting for this level over here to be tagged for a while. The more frequent viewers would know that I was looking at the 50% retest for a perfect retest. I didn't get in or have any limit orders there, and it obviously came down quite fast. So I didn't get into the XRP long here, but this was a very key level. And it's also forming something like Solana. We can go in on the 4-hour chart for XRP over here. You can see that we have actually broken out of this downsloping resistance. So there is a long on the cards, guys. And I think if we get a bit of volatility, I think this $2.36 is a big level for XRP. And I think I'm going to be putting a limit order there for NFP, something like that. If we get a spike down at that level, stops would go over there. And we can target the higher levels for XRP. This is a good trade, in my opinion. 5-to-1 risk reward. We'll be obviously targeting this high. You can see the significance of this level over here. Okay, this region over here, let me pull that down a bit. Yeah, this is the level, very key level. We broke through, support came, we wicked into it, hold the support, lost it, resistance. So this is the target. This would be the target. So that's $2.36. So I'm going to put a limit order there for XRP. If we do get some volatility to the downside, so I'm going to open up XRP over there. And that drawdown is 4%, but let's put our stop over there in case we do get quite a bit of volatility. So that will change it to about a 3-to-1 risk reward. Stop goes over there, and this drawdown is 6%. So we can look at something like a 12x leverage long over there. So I'm going to go on XRP, obviously on CoinW, 12x leverage, limit order $2.36. And 12x leverage, and my portfolio is on my trading portfolio, obviously on 5,000. So 5,005. So 1% of 5,000 would be $50. So we're looking at about 720. So that's about 1% of the portfolio going into this position. Liquidation level at $2.17, which is roughly where the stop loss is. So there we go. Perfect trade, risk 1% over there. And I will be opening a limit order if we do come to $2.36, which seems like a good level. So let's wait and see on the volatility. NFP in 2 minutes, guys. NFP in 2 minutes. So I've got a little limit order there. Obviously still in my other longs, which are basically at break even at the moment. But I am bullish on ENA and Ondo, and I think we could get into a nice swing trade over there. So look at the dollar as well, because what's interesting about the DXY is this may be the end of its uptrend. I'll tell you why. On the 4-hour time frame, these EMAs work really well, the 4-hour, 50 and 200 EMA. And you can see that we got the golden cross over here, and that was the confirmation. So we got the golden cross and the breakout. You can see this region over here. Breakout, golden cross, off you go, and we did have a bullish trend over there. So now the opposite has happened here. We've lost the level. Tested it as resistance over there. We did cover this on Monday, that this was likely a top and a double top, that is, and it looks like we are getting the death cross. So we could see the dollar spike into NFP, come into this level. Then I am picturing downside for the dollar and the dollar to roll over. And you know how it works. Everything priced against the dollar should be running because of that. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's refresh this. Okay, it is 330 right now. Okay, DXY is dumping. DXY is dumping. Crypto's having a bit of a pump. There we go. Okay, didn't get our entry, but I think it's going to swing around a bit now, so let's not get too bullish. Let's go on to ETH over here on the hourly. Okay, so Bitcoin's having a nice reaction. Wait, not a nice reaction. It's kind of chopping around. I read the wrong one there. Looks like it's just chopping around for now, guys. It always does this though. Always chops around. So if you guys don't know my strategy, so this is how it works. So obviously we're not going to trade the volatility right now. If it does go in one direction, then we can close our trades. But how the strategy works is we're going to wait for the candle to close. So we can wait for a 15-minute candle to close. So we're going to wait another 14 minutes, and we're going to mark the top and the bottom of the wick over here. So this may be the top of the wick. We can adjust it throughout this candle. And this is the bottom. So I think we will come and test these lows again, because we normally do get a wick on NFP. So this is very likely to come down and test this. I think it could come down to this level over here. And hopefully we do get our XRP limit order filled. So this is the level I'm looking at. If you guys aren't in Ethereum, this is a really key level, which I think we can easily wick into in the next 5 minutes, and we'll have to see how we get a reaction there. So basically how it works is I actually did it on the 30-minute. The 30 minutes more for swing traders. But we're going to mark the top of the wick and the bottom of the wick. And then we're going to wait for a 30-minute candle close either to the upside or the downside of that. Okay, what's happening to the dollar? Okay, there we go, guys. The dollar is pumping. Let's see how it reacts when it comes into our death cross level over there. It is death crossing right now, but the death cross can be cancelled if it does start to close candles above there. So this is the level where we want to see a rejection from. Let's wait for our EMAs to load up here, guys. Okay, so we are getting that bottom wick, which I spoke about earlier. And I think this is the zone. I think this will be taken out. This candle will be taken out. A lot of people who aped into it would have just put their stop over there, and they will probably get stopped out, guys. That's why we don't trade with high leverage for the actual news event to come out. Let's see how it reacts. This should hold up, guys. Old tops coming, new bottoms, but let's wait and see. There we go, quite deep. Quite deep there for ETH, but obviously stopped everyone out. What was the result, actually? Let's have a look. Let's refresh this quickly. Okay, so the numbers came out lower than expectations, and this is normally bad for currency. So this should be good for assets. So we have to wait and see how it reacts. But look how we are getting a massive wick over here. This is expected, very much expected. This level did hold as support. So now we're going to wait for this candle to close. Okay, so this is the 30-minute candle. And we are going to wait for this candle to close. So, I mean, obviously it can come lower, it can come much lower or much higher. This is quite a volatile candle, of course. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to be waiting for this candle to close, and it will give us some wicks. And then the next candle to close after that is the direction that we are going to go swing long. We are going to go swing long, obviously, after this candle. What's happening? Okay, so look at that, guys. The DXY, this came perfectly into our zone over here, and we are seeing some kind of rejection. But obviously, it's a very volatile candle, a bit of a Darth Maul, you know, a little lightsaber on both sides over there. And ultimately, this is taking a lot of liquidity from the day. So there was a lot of stops over here, a lot of people getting in over here with their stop below. Obviously, they got stopped out of their position. And I wouldn't be surprised to see all of this liquidity be taken as well. So we're probably going to see a push to the upside, which could drop the markets a bit, and we could get into our XRP long. Did we get into that long? No, we didn't get filled yet, but it can still come easily, guys. Came down to 3.7. Okay, so 3.6 is my level. So this kind of all makes sense and adds up. I think the DXY can get a push up above this level over here, pushing this up. Take all the liquidity. This is obviously from you know, the past week. So take this liquidity and this liquidity, and then it's going to decide. So you normally get a candle looking like this, something like that, and then we do wait. Is it a better entry now? For what, bro? What are we entering? How are you guys doing, by the way? What's up? What's up? What's up? Nice trade, shot. Okay, we'll have a look at some altcoin requests in a bit, something like Fartcoin. Surprising that you guys are still into trading meme coins after they got absolutely wrecked. But let's wait and see, guys. So it's only a bit of a patient game now. Ondo, okay, yeah, Ondo. Well, I mean, Ondo for a swing long. Well, if you got in now, it would be below my entry, so not too bad over there. I'm just really bullish on Ondo. We can have a look at Ondo on the daily time frame. It is going into resistance now, but I was speaking about it yesterday. I think this is your bargain zone, guys. I think this is a bargain zone. I'd really do like Ondo. This is a bit messy. Let me just get rid of a few things over there. Let's get rid of that. And the thing I like about Ondo, let me pull this down quickly, guys. Okay, so the level for Ondo to clear is $1.52. Okay, $1.52 for Ondo, it really needs to get above and start to consolidate here. If this happens, I think there will be an explosive push to the upside. So I'm accumulating Ondo. Ondo is one of the best performers. Obviously a massive wick to the downside, but you know, the last opportunity for Ondo would be a move down to $1.07. Okay, $1.07 I think is a massive level. I'm obviously in a tight trade now with my stops below these yesterday's low. If I get stopped out of this, I do think price is coming to $1.08. I think we could get a bounce off the 200-day EMA, this region over here, $1.13 to $1.08. I think this is, guys, massive, massive, massive opportunity on Ondo. If your portfolios are looking rinsed, I mean, Ondo from all-time high is down 33%. So if your portfolio is down 33% or more, I think, you know, I've been speaking about this for the past 2 weeks now. Rotating into Ondo, I think is a really good idea because I think Ondo fundamentally is strong. And at the moment, you do want fundamental projects that, you know, do have, because the thing is with fundamental projects is that you just give them time and they should reward you, right? You just got to be patient and they should reward you because they do have a hot narrative against it, obviously being RWA, real world assets. So I think real world assets, are potentially the future. They are more the future than all of these meme coins I've got over here. Of course, guys. Okay, so let's see what's happening in the market. Okay, so likely to close the candle looking like this, guys. Everyone gets stopped out. I think we could come and take this liquidity here. I'm sure a lot of people would have got short with their stops over there, so they'll probably get taken out. Of course, normally everyone gets taken out. Let's quickly see how gold is doing and the other assets. Also not really decisive, but gold's looking quite interesting. Massive level, massive breakout. This is likely to continue if the dollar does fall. I think the dollar could fall here because of the daily TA. What else have I been getting into? So the projects I've been accumulating on this dip, I got into ENA today. Nice strong reaction. I think this is a project that does have potential. Came perfectly into the zone over here. Massive resistance. It could come a bit lower though, due to this resistance looking like this. So it could come a bit lower. High volume node over there. We are below the important EMAs though. So I think, and we did sweep all the liquidity. So everyone who got excited after the Trump pump, well, the Trump pump was here, but that liquidity has been swept. And there is a fair value gap, which I am targeting for ENA. And that's 100% away, guys. ENA 100% away for ENA. So that on leverage, what is my trade? So my ENA trade is, let's let that load. So I'm on an 8x leverage for ENA. And that is my target. So 8 times 100%, 800% move. I think this is a good one. And obviously my stop loss is below all the lows over here. Okay, so this is a massive level. I think if the crypto market can rip, this is one of the better risk to rewards. Something like that into there. Massive risk to reward, 8 to 1. So obviously don't risk more than 1% of your trading account, guys. Don't be silly. Anything can happen in the crypto market. Something else I'm looking at. So obviously I've mentioned Ondo, I've mentioned ENA. I'm obviously in that ETH long. And something else, a bit degen, guys, a bit degen. But Sui Pad, guys, Sui Pad. It's obviously very much down now. But look how this thing just goes parabolic every now and again. So it has this sideways grind, big move up. Sideways grind, big move up. So obviously this can come down and grind sideways here for a bit. I am bullish on Sui. I do have quite a bit of spot Sui in my portfolio. And this normally rips, guys. This normally rips. It's up 11% today. I did FOMO into this. I did buy a couple hours ago, obviously after it pumped as well. But I'm not too concerned, guys. I think this can rip. And, there is a clear range here on the higher term time frames. You can see there's a massive range. This is the range high over here. And obviously it's a spot trade, guys. It's a spot trade. And that is a 380% move. Guys, massive move over there. If it does come down, you can risk 50%. But even from here, give it some time. If you put your stops underneath this low over here and you target the top, another 8 to 1 risk reward, guys. Another one. This will obviously take weeks to play out. And there's also this trend line over here, which we can come visit. So definitely leave some spare capital if we do get that dump. Sorry, it's a bit of a big one. Bit of a big one. Is it on CoinW? I don't think so. It's not on CoinW. You're gonna have to. This one is on KuCoin. You can get this on KuCoin. Yeah, or BingX or whatever. But this zone we could come into the zone. Obviously, a bit of a drawdown. So don't go all in. Don't go all in. But a couple, maybe like 0.25% or 0.5%. Just spot, guys. Just a little position. And if you do get a nice pump up here, 100% move. Not looking too bad at this point in time. Okay, a bit more volatility. Okay, so there we go. We did get that spike up on Ethereum, taking out this liquidity. So we nailed that. And this is likely to be the high of the candle, guys. We did take the liquidity. Some profit taking there as well. But let's wait and see, guys. We could just pump straight through. We could just pump straight through as well. That's why I'm long, guys. I'm long. How the long's doing. Okay, I didn't get into that ETH trade. I mean the XRP trade, unfortunately. Okay, so the longs are doing okay. ENA up a little bit over here. My main one is Ethereum, guys. I want Ethereum to rocket all the way up. We need a massive recovery on Ethereum. Take profit for Ethereum. Very simple, guys. 3,100. This is the easiest take profit. In my opinion, I think this level, the reason why this level is so key, guys. So this is called a high probability trade. Okay. Spot is king, of course, but along from this region, your stops go below Tuesday's low, 2,630 stops below here. The reason why 3,100 is such a key level is because there's a massive SR flip here, okay? So it was resistance previously, but it's been more support, right? So the support, fifth time we broke through. So we should come and retest that zone, guys. This is an easy retest. Okay, very likely to happen in my opinion. But the 50% wick fill is also very likely, but we might only get that later, okay? So definitely enter this position, and if we do get stopped out, then we're going pretty ape over here. But the reason why this is such an important level is because it's the 50% level from the cycle high created mid-December to this capitulation low over here. The reason why it's a capitulation low is because a lot of volume, massive wick, massive liquidity sweep, stopped everyone out here. It's like the lowest level for a couple of years, which is crazy. Massive. So basically, we have the 50%. We have the massive support, which should turn into a little quick resistance. Not sure if we'll break through. And also the EMAs, 50 and 200-day EMA over there, lining up over here. So this is a massive resistance. So don't expect Ethereum to just do this, because 3,100, a lot of people are going to be offloading their Ethereum at 3,100, especially everyone who bought from, mid-December. Everyone who's bought over the past 3 months basically will likely be offloading over here. Okay, what's cooking, guys? What's cooking? What is cooking? Okay, so ETH still giving us that, yeah, Bitcoin as well, giving us a nice wick, nice volume as well, guys. If we can see a genuine breakout here, I also like how, we've started to form some higher highs and higher lows off this, little liquidity sweep, close above. Then we got 1, 2, bang, let's go. So we got higher highs and higher lows, obviously on the short term. And we could see a pump. We do want to desperately clear 99,100, guys. We want to desperately clear this level over here. Also, the 54-hour EMA is coming over there. So we want to see a massive clear of this level. What we don't want to see, guys, is a push up, take liquidity, and close below. Something like that. That's the last thing we want to see if we are long crypto, guys. It's the last thing we want to see if we are long crypto. But looking very interesting, guys. Quite a volatile one. We haven't seen such a volatile one in a while. It's only been quite boring. But again, guys, came into a key level, and it looks like we are getting the death cross here, potentially. Okay, what else is looking interesting, guys? Let's comment some altcoin requests, and you can have a look. So, guys, 3,100, massive level, definitely mark it off on your charts. I think we could get a retest of this. So buying spot now. I think spot now and save a little half for 2,500 potentially. And, the most likely scenario for Ethereum, I think, scenario 1, push up here, grind, breakout, and go. That could be a scenario. Another scenario would be, we reject, test the 50%, come and reclaim this level, and then push up into there and then grind as well. Those are good trading scenarios. So definitely mark off 3,000 and 2,500. So right now it is technically no man's land, but we do have a tight stop under Tuesday's low over there. And if we do see a strong push up, I think we could be going, and we could be going all the way. Solana, a little bit boring, not as volatile as the rest. Bit of volume, but nothing like Bitcoin and Ethereum. A lot of volume, guys. I haven't seen this volume. Obviously, we saw a lot of volume over here. But since we've been in this trading range, XRP, bummer didn't come to our perfect zone over here. But can't get them all, guys. Can't get them all. Bitcoin dominance. So we want to see Bitcoin dominance actually dump. So I've got these trend lines over here. We could see a little retest, alts performing, but we want to see Bitcoin dominance, come down, maybe get some support, come up, and then lose this level. That's what we want to see for Bitcoin dominance. If you are altcoin bull, like I am, we do want to see Bitcoin dominance start to fall. Pendle's pumping, guys. What else is pumping? Meme coins, bit of a recovery over here. Nice volume on PopCat. Let's see if it can maintain this, guys. Let's see if it can maintain this. Okay, let's check some altcoin requests quickly. We got another 12 minutes until this half-an-hour candle closes, and then we can mark our levels and then wait for the close. But it might take a while because it's quite a big range we formed over there. Okay, so we can look at Fartcoin later. Let's have a look at Aerodrome, because Aerodrome is actually quite interesting. I have been looking at Aerodrome. Is around it. It's marked green. So Aerodrome, it does need to reclaim $1, guys. It does need to reclaim $1. This is 50% now. Let's get rid of the 618. So there's a massive level over here for Aerodrome. You can see this level over here. Okay, and this is the level that it needs to get above. So right now it is in no man's land. There are obviously some long opportunities if the crypto market does decide to move to the upside, which it looks like it is doing. We want to see some daily and weekly closes above $1, definitely for Aerodrome, guys. A little push up here, bang, test this as support. You can see massive support over here, support, support, support. We lost it, resistance, little fake out, resistance before the dump. But this is holding up relatively well compared to the rest of the market. It is above the lows, which is a good sign. But this was quite a, there we go, perfect TA. Low, low. Obviously, when price is all the way up here, you're like, there's no ways you can come down to the support trend line. But there we go. We came down to the support trend line. We do have the death cross. But we want to see ENA trading above $1 for a couple days before we, start to ape into this. Otherwise, this can just be a retest, and then it could roll over some more. We're not too sure, guys. We're not too sure. We like to pay some insurance, which means we enter the market later, guys. We enter into the market later as an insurance buy. Looks like the market is starting to move now. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. Okay, we are getting the little push. Okay, so our trades are doing kind of well over here. We're obviously looking at percentages, guys. Okay, ENA up 25%, Ondo up 11%, and ETH up 30%. Okay, we are starting to get a little bit of a charge. Looks like, XRP could be breaking this over here. Massive level for XRP though, guys. Massive level over here. Resistance, resistance, support. This is the level. Looks like we are starting to get a push. We want to see Bitcoin above here, guys. We want to see Bitcoin above here. If you guys are new to the channel, smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. But guys, the volatile news event strategy is a common strategy. We've used it a few times, and for those of you who have been watching for a while, it does work out. It has called some good swing trades. We keep breaking this one over here. It's looking good, guys. It's looking good. But we have to wait for the 30-minute candle to close, because you often do get fake outs, guys. You do get fake outs. So if you go into the 15-minute as well, you can see that we could mark off these levels as well over here. Let's make them yellow. So what could be giving us a precursor is if we close at 4 o'clock my time, or this hour, if we close above this yellow line, then you could be front running some longs, guys. But to confirm, we want to close the half-an-hour wick. So this is the 15-minute candle. We've marked off the levels of the 15-minute candle. And the half-an-hour wick remains the white one. So we want to see the next half-an-hour candles, the one closing in 37 minutes or something, 30-odd minutes, to close above, guys. Solana wrestling with $200 as well. Okay, let's check some altcoin requests, guys. Okay, we covered Aerodrome. It's been dumping. It has been dumping. Okay, let's have a look at Cardano because I don't have any Cardano. Let's have a look on the daily time frame, actually, guys. I'm going to stick to the daily because, you know, when in doubt, zoom out. So this is looking okay. We do need to get above the 50% level. That would be a good sign. Massive dump down to 50 cents, looking a bit ugly. But we are holding the 200-day EMA. So this is actually, you know, this could be a really good opportunity for ADA, guys. But the tough thing is with these like massive wicks and chop, your point of invalidation is, you know, technically under this wick. So you can't really get into any longs unless they're like 2x. So what we like to do is we like to draw the 50% of the wick over there. And this is a likely place to get a little reaction from. So if we do get the treat of Cardano coming into that 66 to 64 cent zone over there, this is your buying opportunity for Cardano, guys. Massive opportunity over there. But we do want to see it reclaim the 50% of this whole move up, and that's coming in at 83 cents. So we want to see Cardano above 83 cents, guys. Something like that. Then it would be looking strong. Then we can be going for longs with our stops below here. There's also a declining resistance over there. Let's make that white over there. And this is also a level that we want to get above. So let's get rid of this. I've marked off the 50% of the wick. That's a massive level. 200 EMA, massive level. And what you want to see for Cardano is for this EMA to hold. We see a nice bullish reaction from crypto today. And we can get a push up. And we want to break this resistance maybe over the course of next week. Come down, retest it as support, and then off we go to the races. And I do have a nice target for Cardano. It's that $1.67. That is my target for Cardano. That is where I'll be taking the majority of my profits. You know, we could be going much higher. I'm not a Cardano maxi, but this would give us a nice risk reward, guys. If this is the low and we do enter over there, that's a nice trade, guys. 6-to-1 risk reward. Obviously, you're never risking more than 1% of the portfolio. So this is the kind of setup that we are going to be waiting for, guys. And you can see on the crypto market, all the setups are very, very similar, guys. The setups are very, very similar. Very similar to Solana as well. Let me just take it back to the daily time frame. Solana as well, guys. Very, very close to breaking out this downsloping resistance. And the market leaders, guys, the market leaders are going to be the ones that are close to breaking that or have already broken out. Okay, there's obviously quite a sharp sell-off. So a lot of people are quite far from that trend line, but Bitcoin's getting close, guys, on the shorter term time frame, that is. But this is Bitcoin's one, so this is giving us a little clue that Solana, you know, obviously there's a much steeper sell-off, but this is likely to pop. Solana is likely to pop or be one of the first ones to pop. XRP, this will take a while to pop, in my opinion, but XRP on the 4-hour time frame looks very interesting. We unfortunately missed our long. This is on the shorter term time frame, on the 30 minutes. But if we do go to the 4-hour time frame over here, it does kind of link up, guys. This does look good. So we are approaching this now, guys. So this is looking really interesting for XRP. Looks like we are blasting through here. If we can close this 4-hour candle in 2 hours time above this level, I think we can be looking for longs. Get into like a nice long swing trade, stops below there, and then we can target. This is the first take profit. We'll take a little bit here just to cover the position. If it goes into there, cover the position, and then add in again if we do retest, because we're likely to come and retest the breakout. Okay, so the DXY looks like it is pushing up again. Crypto also looking like it's pushing up again. Okay, let's go back to the 4-hour. Okay, so we got 2 minutes and 50 seconds, and we'd like to close above the yellow line, guys. We'd like to close above the yellow line. That would, you know, give me a lot of confidence on these longs that they are going to be doing okay. Okay, let's have a look at some altcoin requests. Big Popper, are you sir? XYO. Never heard of that, but let's have a look. XYO. on Coinbase, so it's official. Okay, this is looking interesting. Whoa. Massive pump here. This isn't looking too bad. Obviously, massive pump, came down like with the rest of the market. Got a nice bounce off the 200-day EMA. I've never actually heard of this project before, so thanks for bringing it up over there. Looks like we have broken this over here with a lot of volatility, but there are a lot of sellers. You can see this is called bearish selling over here, guys. Long wicks into this level over here. If we can get above this level or close, bullish above this level over here, then it could be game on for this, guys. It could be game on. But yeah, I haven't heard of this. I'll do some fundamental research, but this is a massive move. 300%. It is holding up, guys. It is holding up. Yeah, that's not too much. If we can close above, 0.025 cents, I think it is looking good. Okay, what's next? Can have a look at hype. I have allocated some capital into hype. Up 4% today. So the reason I like hype is because it is above the macro 50% level. It obviously hasn't been around for a while. This is on Bybit. So the day this was released on Bybit, here it is. But apart from the 50% level, there is the 50-day EMA, which it was resistance. We broke out a bit of a volatility, of course, but we are holding this level at the moment. A lot of coins are not holding the 50-day EMA, and this is one that I think we can get a strong break over here. Obviously, I bought some spot. It's up 4% today, and it is looking good, guys. I'm targeting $36. $36 is the target, of course. And if you are looking for a leverage trade, you can put your stops over here, but that is quite far away. So spot is king on something like this, in my opinion. But that's for hype, guys. That is for hype. It is looking like a good candle, but we're gonna have to wait for the rest of the crypto market and for Bitcoin to decide where it is going today before we jump into this. But I did allocate some hype spots today. Definitely bullish on this from a fundamental perspective. Ondo and hype looking really good from a fundamental perspective, guys. ETH breaking out. You can have a look now. Okay, so it is officially 4 o'clock. So let's go to our strategy. Okay, so we did close below. So now the strategy says that we want to close this next candle outside of this white line, and that confirms potential bullish continuation, guys. That'll confirm the bullish continuation. So we have to wait and see. We are going to end the stream before the half an hour is up, but that is the strategy, guys. So I've marked off the levels over here. Your level for Ethereum to get a close above will be 2,780, and your level to close below will be 2,718. So whichever one this closes below on the next half an hour candle is likely going to be the direction. Looks like we're getting a strong reaction on Bitcoin, guys. A lot of the alts showing a lot of strength, guys. XRP showing strength. Breakout for XRP. Bleak that we missed our limit order, guys. We're very close on that one. But the market is starting to cook. So look at ENA, because that ENA position is doing quite well. There we go, guys. This was the trade setup posted. I did like the look of this breakout, of course. I think the reason I took this trade, let's go to ENA, because I saw a bit of, I think it was on the 4 hour actually. Let me just whip up the 4 hour. Sorry guys, I'm all over the show here. But there was a bit of bullish divergence, guys. I do like the bullish divergence. And we took out that low over there, swept the liquidity. You got a lower low. So this is a perfect trade setup in my mind, guys. So we got a lower low. So we have a low, a lower low, and you got a low and a higher low on the RSI. Okay, that's bullish divergence. So you got bullish divergence, which favors the bulls, and then you get the breakout of the downsloping resistance with a strong 4 hour close, something like that. This is your signal to go long, guys. This candle over here. So you would wait for the candle to close, and then off we go to the races. And my targets for ENA are just the previous highs over here, flipping it into bullish market structure. So 69 cents over there, and then 82 cents. So these are the two targets for ENA, and we are parking in this position, guys. We are parking in this position. Okay, let's check some more altcoin requests, guys. So that's ENA, and if we can bullishly engulf the previous candle coming into this key level, then I think we can get a nice push up into the EMAs. Okay, guys, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's look at Chainlink. Chainlink is also a significant part of my portfolio. It is holding the 200-day EMA, which is bullish, of course. Let's get rid of this one. But we do want to start seeing, frequent candles close above the 50% level. That's obviously of the entire range. Over here, we got this range from the 5th of August to the top over there. 50% level comes in at 19.5. So we want to see some closes above there. We did come below, so technically it is in the weaker half. So we'd like to see some more closes above there. Then we can say this is a deviation. I do like how we are above the 200-day EMA, and fundamentally, supposedly a good project. So definitely involved with some Chainlink. Okay, let's have a look at SUI, because SUI is interesting. Bang, over there. Nice reaction off the 200-day EMA. Came nicely into the zone over here. But we are below the 50% level of the around the Trump victory time over there. We are below that level, which is a bit of a concern. But we are above this 50%, which is the macro 50%. So, if we can continuously just keep holding this 200-day EMA and this 50% level coming in at $2.92, then it is looking good, guys. It is looking good for SUI from a macro point of view, and it is holding the uptrend, guys. Higher highs and higher lows, high, higher low, higher high, and then this is, we are going to most likely form a higher low in this level over here. Wicks, obviously, wicks are wicks. It is what it is. But when in doubt, you just put on the line chart, and we are holding this level, guys. When in doubt, put on the line chart. Let's go back to the candles. There we go. So we probably form a higher low in this region. Are we going to see a massive bullish pump, or are we just going to chop around for a bit? But okay, Bitcoin, crypto is still holding up. AI agents, not too interested in AI agents at the moment. I do want to see crypto just pump a bit more. They are very highly speculative. So I'm looking more at the fundamentals for now, guys. Casper, guys, good opportunity here. You obviously lost support, but this does chop around a lot. Obviously, proof of work token, lots of red candles in a row. 6 red candles in a row. Massive downtrend over here, but this is a bargain zone, guys. Big volume. Last time you get the volume, you do get a nice push up. Let's have a look at curve. CRV. %10 today, not too bad. Very volatile though, guys. We did come into this massive support level over here, which was resistance. So I think anything in this green box is a bargain for long term. And there's a fair value gap over here, which we could come fill. Obviously that Sunday. So I think we could come and trade above $60. So if you are looking to exit your position, we can get another 20% from here, guys. But you don't really want to see this massive, move to the downside. This is a very key level for curve as well. You can see we lost the level, tested it as resistance, and then rolled over. So this was your precursor to, get out of this position, this price action over here. Support, lost it, retest, rollover. So next time you see this, guys, this is a classic. Big G. How are you guys doing? So look at that. WMTX. So never heard of this one. Big Papa. Okay, no. Let's try on something else. KuCoin. World Mobile. Okay, so this was released on KuCoin, and this is the level that it was released at. Obviously sold off, broke through, and now it looks like we are retesting that level. So this is an interesting zone for World Mobile, and easy invalidation. This level over here, you don't want to lose 16 cents. Obviously, a bit of a drawdown from here, 30-odd%, but there is a bit of upside potential. But you can be patient on this one. You can wait for this breakout over here. I'd be waiting for this breakout. If you are a world mobile token bull, then you will be want to wait for this breakout over here. So you can see some bullish price action maybe today. Retest again, and then we want to be going long when we're outside the trend line, guys. Outside the trend line. So look at Gala Games. Not too hot, guys. Not too hot. Below this level over here. So this looks like massive fake out. Bit of a bleak one. I think I round tripped this. I think I bought this breakout and then round tripped all the way back. But we could see a pump up into this potential death cross over here. So if you are in Gala, this is where you can offload your tokens into something like Ondo, of course. But this is going to be stuck in this range. It can be stuck in this range for a while, guys. Can spend some time underneath this level. So we can chop around here. Personally, not too bullish on this yet. But if you are bullish fundamentally on Gala Games, this is a bargain, guys. We're down huge, down 60-odd%. Let's look at XLM, bro. Quick one. Sorry about missing that. XLM. There he is. Okay, so this is also holding up quite well. Massive pump over here. But we want to see XLM get above this level over here. 36 cents. Hold the level, then off we go. But we can see the 50% of this wick. Obviously, the 200-day EMA held up strong. 30.5 cents, or a reclaim of 36. Those are the levels that I'd be marking out. So that 31 cents, this level over here, 31 odd over here, or if we reclaim 36 cents, guys. Okay, one more, then I'm in the stream there. We'll have a look at Bitcoin again. Rose. Yeah, struggling, guys. The last thing you want to see is your project below the Trump victory, guys. You don't really want to see this low over here. You can mark it off on all the charts. If it's below that, it's not looking good. So what you want to be doing is this next little push up, offload to something stronger, because that is likely to grind and struggle. Okay, let's quickly go on to okay, so we are getting a nice pump on Bitcoin. It's not over yet, though. It looks like we are above that level. So it is looking good. Obviously going to have to reassess this in a little bit. DXY also holding up. NASDAQ, S&P starting to push up. Gold, massive wicks as well. But crypto is looking okay, guys. Bitcoin starting to push up again. So this half an hour candle in 20 minutes, if we close above, then swing longs are on, of course. I'm still in my trades though, guys. They're doing okay. Doing okay over here. So ETH up 40%, Ondo up 17%, and ENA is struggling a bit. I think I did buy quite high though, guys. I did buy quite high. Bit of a rejection. This could be a good entry though now, guys. Stops below here if you are scalper. But let's wait and see, guys. We want to wait for the next 30-minute candle because we don't want to get like a fake out, guys. But Bitcoin is breaking out, you guys. Clear breakout on the 4-hour time frame. Let me get rid of this. And let me get rid of that. So if Bitcoin can now reclaim this 100,500, which is the key level, guys, it is the key level, then we can see a push to the upside. This would be your first sign of strength, but there's a lot of resistance here, guys. So we do want to wait for a 4-hour close. But a close on the 30-minute time frame would semi-confirm it though, guys. So this is what we want to see for Bitcoin. ETH looking good, guys. It's looking good. If we can close this 30-minute candle above here, it is a 4 away. But guys, it is looking bullish. If you are on the Telegram groups, I will obviously update you in 20 minutes on what the plan is. The trades are cooking. But guys, thanks so much for joining the stream. Smash the like button. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. And we will see you guys for Macro Mondays. Cheers for now, guys.